I shall be dead.
It's on audience. You're in a blue state.
Not laughing. Not laughing.
I am.
I am.
Others?
These are our demands. Salesforce must end its contract. Salesforce must listen to its employees and end its contract with Customs and Border Protection immediately. There are concentration camps in this country, and you all are laughing. Concentration camps in this country, and you all are laughing. Do not do business with this company until they end their contract immediately. They must end it. They must meet with immigration activists, sit down with them. If he told me to leave, they need to do it now. They must end the contract now. They must end their contract now. They must end their contract immediately. Our demands are that they end their contract, that they meet with officials in immigration rights groups on how to address the harm that they have caused, and that they end their
Okay, others who are interested in exercising their free speech. Others? We live in difficult times, and I said earlier, this notion of being at this unprecedented time in human history, right? These are some of the aspects of it. And you see these forces trying to divide us and tear us apart and tear apart the fabric of society. And, we believe that part of living to these values is this is a nation that's built on free speech. Even when people have a view that you may or may not be aligned with, that an important part of a democracy is giving people a right to express their view, right? That's part of what makes this nation, and nations like it, that make this nation special. And so, for us, I think it's important, even though it's disruptive, to, when folks have a view like that, to just give them a moment. And this is the venue, unfortunately, I guess, or not, where they've chosen to express their views, to give them that right, which hopefully those of you here can see that we did, and try to do it, in a humane and thoughtful and considerate way. As a nation, we're not always going to agree. And you look at what's happening around the world, not just here, and these sort of dark forces that are tearing at us, and it's our responsibility to try to unite, to try to pull together, to try to stand together, and to try to find common ground with folks that have a view that's unlike ours. Inside the company, we talk about this notion of being an ally. We've got this thing we call them are equality groups. Lots of companies in the room must have these things, employee resource groups, right? We have them. And one of the things I identify as black. And so I would identify with Boldforce, which is the equality group for black folks. But in order to be part of Boldforce, you don't necessarily have to be black. We want allies to come in who don't necessarily identify as black. And being someone's ally, particularly in these times, doesn't necessarily mean you always agree, right? Means we hope you think that you're part of a family. If you have a family anything like mine, you don't always agree on everything, right? Particularly there's teenagers involved. And so, but you come together and you listen and you respect each other, right? And so, we're trying to offer these folks with this view, passionately expressed, and I'm sure, certainly they love this country, an opportunity to freedom of speech to express their view. And so hopefully, that's what you take away from this, and we'll move on. So thank you everyone for your patience. But, you know, that's an important moment. And again, we're at an important moment in human history. And we try to live with these values. Are we perfect? Is any human enterprise perfect? People involved in it? No. Right? But we work to live to these values every day. And these values have been informed and inspired